Sing the song.
That's it.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Pull it straight over there. Get it closer. Just like we're married.
Well done, good speech.
Right, good afternoon and welcome to you all. Thank you for coming. I would like to say how much of an honour it is for me to make this speech in the list of Sam's dad.
I knew it.
It's not yours. Joking aside, you know that from Sam's good looks, she's definitely mine. I'm going to make the most of this speech, because it'll be the first time in 50 years of being married to Lynn that she'll actually have to sit and listen to me. I've checked you all out, you all look amazing. Well, I set the ones that haven't made an effort. I won't embarrass you by a point, I'm going to be speaking to you afterwards. I'll start at the beginning with our Sam. Her arrival was a bit of a shock to say the least, as it didn't ignore her trying for a child. I just thought they was enjoying her food. Carries on to this day. She was great. Hello. Anyway, Sam started his trend in her life that carries on to this day. She was late. Apart from scaring the poor out of us in her early days by keep turning blue, she was also a dog. Sam's always been very close to her mum. It probably comes from the fact that she was breastfed till she was a young. All you can ask of your children is that they're healthy, intelligent and reasonably good looking. We got all of them except with Sam. Except she's got it down to her looks as well. She was a perfect child and gave us very few problems. Hard work and everything she did, she excelled at school, culminated with her being head girl. Round of applause, please.
Yeah.
She went on to university and again she attained everything she wanted. So Sam, it's been a pleasure and we're both very proud of your achievements. Well, that's the niceties out of the way. Now it's time for my thoughts on my new son-in-law. She carried out last night what my first impressions of Darren were. I can tell you that the words in that were, wow, he's young, good looking, intelligent, and he's got his own hair. So yes, I was impressed.
Now it's you.
Sorry, I can't tell lies so soon after going to church. What actually happened is that Sam introduced me to Tezlar. I took her to one side and said something like, WTF. So I told him about going out without your glasses and drinking shots. Out of the hundreds of boyfriends Sam has tried, I can't understand she chose Tezlar. Charity baby. Hopefully by now Tezlar's lunch is not travelling with us underwear. Time for me to be serious. Really, I'm trying to welcome Darren into our family. I'm asked for a nicer chat for our Sam. I know Darren will cherish and look after our Sam because he's been told that if he upsets her, his ball patch will be even more prominent. He's spending the rest of his life in a wheelchair.
No pressure.
On a personal note, I was filling up in the church where the priest said the words I pronounce you man and wife. No, not tears of joy, of relief that someone else was willing to back for something. That's nearly it. I hope I haven't offended or bored anybody. If I have, I can only apologise. I want to end with two burning two toasts. Firstly, to the important people that couldn't make it today. No, not Steph. So can you raise your glasses to Sam's grandparents, Jake Terry, and great Auntie Florrie, they will be so proud of her.
Terry and Florrie.
And finally, a happy couple.
Yeah.
I'd like to begin by saying thank you, Tez, for your kind words.
Some of them.
I'd like to, on behalf of my wife and I, to welcome you all to our wedding breakfast, which we've just had. I hope you're all enjoying yourself. Right, Tez and Lynn, I remember it well. The 10th of December 2011. I got down on both knees and begged Tez to pay for my wedding. He weren't having any of it. He told me to get to... Right. After I'd actually proposed to Sam, Lynn said to me, "So Darren, you want to marry my daughter, do you?" I said, "No, not exactly. I just want..." No, I've said that wrong. Lynn said to me, "So Darren, you want to become my son-in-law, do you?" I said, "No, not exactly, Lynn. I just want to marry your daughter." In all seriousness though, I'd like to thank you both for bringing up Sam and nurturing her into the absolutely wonderful person that she is today. I'd also like to thank you for all the help that you've given us, not just while we've been together, but in the lead up to this when it's been a bit stressful, and you've really helped us out massively. So, I've got a couple of presents for you. Oh, this is for you. There you go. Right, my own mum and dad, to say thank you does not seem enough. You've put up with me for 30 years, and I was a good kid. I'd like to thank you for bringing up such a talented, successful, incredibly handsome young man. I'd like to say thanks for everything that you've done for me in my life. And I'd also like to formally apologise for everything that I've done to you. So, for that as well, young man. Mother? My ushers, Danny and Rob, there weren't much for you two to do today apart from turn up and look good. Although you let me down somewhat. I appreciate, well, you know, you tried your best. I actually chose Danny and Rob for my wedding photos. One so I'd look a bit more slim, and the other one so I'd look a bit less Chinese. Decide which one's which. So, we'll bore you all a bit here for a couple of minutes, a little bit of story around me. Basically, my best man and then two of my three best mates in the world. And bit of story, we known Danny all my life, went all the way through school together. When after school, we both went to St Mary's College in Blackburn. We met Gary and we met Rob. Sort of became friends, and we all quickly found out that we liked to drink or two. So from then on, we made every Wednesday night our own out in Blackburn, where we frequented the Borough pub, for those that know where it is. And on Wednesday night, we were £1 a drink for any drink you wanted. And our favourite tipple was Diesel, which, for those that don't know, it's pint glass, half cider, half lager, topped up with a bit of blackcurrant. And we had plentiful amounts of them. And then Wednesday nights were probably, up until me and Sam obviously, they were I absolutely loved it. It was one of the best times of my life. So, going against tradition, I'd like to propose a mini toast with my ushers and my best man. We've got 4 pints of diesel here, boys. It's a good time. Cheers. We all said they're into decent young men. Gary did alright too. Actually, Danny was so much of a problem child when he was a kid, his mum and dad ran away from home. Right, bridesmaids, where are you all? I'd like to thank Jennifer, Lexi, Jen, and Emma's chief bridesmaid ever. You all look absolutely beautiful, I'm sure everybody agrees. Yeah. We're very proud to have you as part of our day. And I'd like to thank you for getting Sam ready this morning and getting her here on time. Alan as well, one only little person. Thought if he was supposed to be a page boy, but then something went wrong, and he's still done a blinding job for us. So all of you, got you all some presents. So, as is with tradition, I'd like everybody to be upstanding and leave. And raise your glasses. The bridesmaids. Bridesmaids. Right. Right. My wife. We met on Sunday, the 24th of May, 2009. You have no idea the research I had to put into it. It was a bittersweet day, because for those Grovis fans amongst us, it was the last game. It was the day that the 2 guy played his last game for Blackburn Rovers. We all know since that day it's gone pretty rubbish. Anyway, after the game, myself and Gav, we went up to Darwin for a few beers, and we bumped into Sam. I'd never met her before. Gaz introduced me. We had a bit of a chat, and off we went our separate ways. Later on that night, we bumped into Sam and all their friends again. They're in the Millstone pub in Darwin, for those of you that know it. I remember looking at her and thinking she was the prettiest thing on the dance floor. There she was, lying there. I thought after that she was my kind of girl. So I pestered her for a few, pestered, not pested. And she agreed to come out on a date with me. So I thought, where can I take her that's really nice? And I thought of the Pack Horse pub up in Belfoyne. The reason being it was a Thursday night, and everyone knows Thursday night the Pack Horse in Belfoyne is 2 for 1 night. if I decided I didn't like her, it weren't going to cost me a fortune. So after that, it went quite well. I think we both agreed. We courted for a bit, and then decided that I wanted to propose to her. So I didn't know how to do it. I told Gaz that I wanted to do it, but I weren't quite sure how to do it, and I thought I'd treat it to a nice weekend away. So I booked a weekend away to Cologne in Germany, disguised it as a trip to go and have a look at the Christmas markets. So we went over there, and on one particular day, which was Saturday the 10th of December 2011, climbed up to the top of Cologne Cathedral, and 500 odd steps to get to the top of this cathedral, and got to the top, and just the view was amazing. It was a beautiful day, and I just thought, right, this is it, perfect setting. So I proposed to Sam. And then, luckily for me, she said yes. I couldn't actually get down on one knee at the time because I was absolutely knackered. I didn't know whether to propose or phone an ambulance. So, luckily for me, like I said, she said yes. Here we are today. So that's a bit about how we met. So, bit of a serious bit now. One of us in this relationship, believe it or not, can be quite arrogant, a little bit immature, pig-headed, stubborn. They think they know it all from how to reverse park the car to how best to cook a meal.
Forget me in-laws.
Luckily for me, Sam has been open, patient and willing to learn. But she is, all joking aside, she is the most warm, beautiful, charming, intelligent, hard-working and trustworthy person I know. She's an excellent judge of character. And I'd like to say thank you. I feel very lucky to have married you and to be spending the rest of my life with you. My next part of my speech, I want to kibosh because it involved my nana, who, I don't know if anybody noticed, but she was at church today, but at the end of the service she had a bit of a bad turn and she had to go home. But today was her 87th birthday, so we had a bit of a present for her and all that, but obviously she's not here, so I just wanted you all to know that she's in my thoughts. Yeah! Right, I'm nearly done now. Just got one more person to thank. How many presents are there? Oh! I've got some presents. Right, my best man, Gary. He's my best friend in the whole wide world. I couldn't ask for a better man alongside me, I really couldn't. We do spend a lot of time together, much to the disgust of my bride. He's really been there for me over the years when I've needed him. Most of the time, he's never even known it at the time, but he has been there. Nothing that a few beers can't sort out. So, by that. Is that it? He fell over, he were on a booking Bronco, and he fell over and he hit his head on the ground. Since then he's been making up stories, talking absolute nonsense. So please just listen to what he's got to say for the next 10 minutes or so. Believe none of it, but I'd like to thank you all in advance for humouring him. So, here's Gary. What's next? Let me get it.
Oh yeah, I'll wait. Sorry.
Guys, just for the purpose of the stopwatch.
Hey, stop the clock!
Started, damn it.
Right, now, before I start, the management came up to me before and they said, for reasons of health and safety, if you don't get your tables and chairs in a standing ovation at the end, that'd be much appreciated. I am aware that Max and Paddy have been doing the rounds. The pint glass. So if you find me talking really slowly at the end, it's because someone's offered me a bum. So I've got to admit, I'm really nervous today because Dad says if I do a good job today, I can be best man at his next wedding as well. Sorry, sir. Sorry, Tex. Sorry, everybody. Now, let me introduce myself. I'm Gary, and I've been waiting for this day since I first met Darren. Darren actually spoke to me about how he was going to propose to Sam and when he was going to do it. He had it planned out like a military operation, and I guess you're not surprised if you know Daz. He is OCD beyond belief. I don't think, as he said, I don't think he took into account all his fitness levels and the amount of steps and up to the cathedral in Cologne, because he was absolutely shattered when he got there. He couldn't even get down one knee, but the thought was there, which is with everything he does really. When he texted me to say Sam said yes, it's emotional, right? It was the happiest day of my life. Because I get to dish the dirt on this right here, right now. When I was starting to write the speech though, seriously, Darren did say to me, make sure the stories I say are suitable for all the family to hear and to listen to. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you. No, seriously. Seriously though. Thank you very much to Darren on behalf of the beautiful bridesmaids for your kind words and gifts. I think you all agree they've done a wonderful job today. And they are only rightly outshone by our gorgeous bride Samantha. Gentlemen, I'm sure you all agree with me as today is a sad day for single men. There's a beautiful lady who needs to sing with us. And ladies, I'm sure you'll all agree today's past party out much of it. Wasn't the wedding ceremony beautiful? The highlight, of course, was Sam floating magically down the aisle. And I know what you all were thinking, how did he get hurt? But to be fair to Daz, he does look beautiful. With his makeup on his spots. And I've never seen a suit fit Daz so well in my life. And I think all the men look really well in their tailored fitted suits. I think they all look really well. And to be honest, I was going to play a practical joke on Daz this morning. I was going to change the size of his jacket and the size of his trousers, but the shot did that for us anyway. So that's saved me a job this morning. Daz did say we're very close friends, and this next bit does go a bit beyond close friends. We went for a drink last night, and Daz went, "You're staying at my house," and I was sat having a few drinks with Daz again at night, and I thought, right, that bedroom's full, that bedroom's full. Daz, where am I sleeping with me? This morning, on Daz's wedding day, he woke up in the same bed as me and went, "I need to go for a poo." What a romantic fella that one is. Touched me deep. Daz Horace married an amazing woman. I think you all agree. And I would say lots of other nice things about Sam, such as how bright she is. But that would be pushing it because she just married down on her own free will. Just last month, a few of us went to Kendal Calling Music Festival, and Darren, Scout of the Year 1997. While we were cheering that, he had to do a lot of things for badges. I remember once we were talking about this, and Daz went, yeah, we had to do it. I got a tasting badge. I went, oh wow, what did you have to do for that? Well, in Scouts, we had to go in a room, I got blindfolded and someone put stuff in my mouth. You had to resit that badge 5 times. Anyway, Tezlar was playing dad. He was being chef at the stove. When he said in front of everyone, it all went quiet. He went, hey, just think, Sam, this time in 4 weeks. We all looked around at each other like, oh my word. It's getting emotional. It's getting emotional at a music festival. And we thought, what's he going to follow by? And he followed by saying, my backside will be going like this all day long. Unbelievable. Casanova, more like Vauxhall Nova. When Darren asked me to say a few lines at his wedding, many thoughts crossed my mind. First, Sunday's usually my hair washing night, so I'm usually getting Sunday. And secondly, am I really qualified for the job of being best man? Because he's got so many great mates. But after much deliberation, I realised that few people would be better qualified standing here right now and talk about the real Dan Grimshaw. Because with all respect to Jane, Laura and Dave, I was like a mum to that lad. I watched him drink from the bottle. I've seen him stagger around half-dressed. I've seen him crawl. I've taken him to the toilet. And the number of times I've had to stop what I'm doing for him to be sick. And apologies now because you've just had your dinner. But this is a common theme in down the stories. One prime example, Rob Morton organised the lads and dads weekend. We went to Nottingham, we had a few drinks, you'll find that's also a common theme with me and Dad. We had a few drinks and we went go-karting the day after. We all wind up, Tezlar were there, oh look at me, I'm amazing. I'm going to wind the floor with you, Tezlar, you're not going to see, you're going to eat my dust and all that. Like, whatever. Anyway, so we did a practice lap and I beat Daz, but I didn't go because I'm the best man. Anyway, the race started, we were all lined up. I felt pretty confident after the race. I got out of my car, I went to the car that I thought was Daz. I'm like, in your face, yes! It wasn't Daz. It was just someone, he took his out. After a quick apology, the fire door burst open, Tezlar comes walking in, like, where have you been? Oh, I got a bit of motion sickness halfway through the train. I nearly threw up in the helmet, I had to stop. Kept going around saying we're Damon Hill, we're more like Harry Hill. Now, I'm sure you're all aware that Darren is a big Blackburn Rovers fan, and it's great to see the tables named after amazing Rovers legends, like Tom and Marcella on the David Gunn table. I absolutely love that one. And on that note, I've got a little present for you both, with the Blackburn Rovers. It's no, for you two, especially for the Douglas table. It's Brian Douglas holding the table. Signed by Brian Douglas. We were going to get Matt Jansen to do one, Daz, but you didn't name a table after Matt Jansen. Supporting Blackburn Rovers is like marriage, really. It's a lot of effort, but not much scoring. Today is a special day to celebrate an amazing couple. A couple that are always there for each other. Share their secrets together, laugh together, and we'll stand the test of time. And once I finish talking about me and Daz, we'll talk about Daz and Saturday. I take great pride in putting this wonderful couple we see before us together. I remember Darren asking me, just before he took her on a date, how could I impress Sam? How can I impress her? I said, right pal, it's simple. You've got to wine her, dine her, call her, hug her, hold her, surprise her, compliment her, smile at her, hold her hand and go to the end of the earth for her. Funny thing was, Sam came to me now after and went, how can you impress Daz on this too? I went, just show up naked and bring beer and you'll be fine. Very good, she did. But on about the couple though, Jane and Wynne have made a scrapbook about Darren and Sam, and I don't think you know about this, and it's on the present table. And it's got pictures from when they were both younger. And in the middle it's blank. So if you've got any pictures that you could send to Daz and Sam, they could fill in that scrapbook to fill the gap. That'd be amazing. It's on there now. It's all red, like This Is Your Life, isn't it? House book.
That's right.
Yeah, we're all sorted. And it's all there now. So if you want to have a look at that, and if you could send any pictures to the couple, that'd be absolutely amazing. So thank you both for that. I first met Darren in college, and as he said, we were regulars in the Borough. Yeah, bring on the Borough crew. Wednesday night, routine. Meet at 8 o'clock in the Borough, £1 a drink, leave at car wash at 11:45 for cheap entrance, dance the night away, stagger off, happy haddock, go home, college. It wasn't, we didn't even talk about it. It was like, see you later. Oh right, we're in the Borough. Right, we just honestly was standing. And it became such a tradition, we didn't talk about it, and it was just a given. And here's where Tezlar's sickest stories began. One night, Hoghton, being the excellent influence on Darren's life that he is, bought us an aftershock too many. This had a strange reaction with Tezlar's body and wanted out straight away. The next thing we see is Tezlar shooting off to the toilets, followed by Tezlar being dragged out of the toilets by the bouncer. Tezlar couldn't keep the sick in, threw up in a bottle bin, threw up on the door, and got thrown out. Tezlar, having, I don't know how he has this confidence, just strolled around, came through the back entrance and carried on. And can I just say now, so can people keep an eye on Darren tonight? And Sam is not my problem anymore. He's all yours. And on those nights, I found out a lot about Darren in his school life as well, but I'll come back to that later on, but that was real good to find out, wasn't it? I really got to know Darren through our time at university in Ambleside. During the 3 years up there, I witnessed Darren get up to a variety of antics. This ranged from becoming a professional player at Champ Manager to experienced drinkers at Churchill's and Sporties. I'm glad to see he's arrived on time today actually, because one night at uni we were invited to a party. On the way there, Darren and I decided to see how far we could jump into some bushes. We've always been mature and sensible. Anyway, on this instance, Daz beat me. He got through to the other side of the bush, I got halfway scrambled out. Daz was there, yeah, I won. I couldn't be bothered listening to him. Oh, it's like nails on a chalkboard, I didn't listen to Daz. So I just went off to the party. Half an hour later, Daz turns up, bruised, cut, bump on his head. Where have you been? Well, halfway through my celebration, I forgot I had a pitch and putt course on the other side. I fell in a bunker and knocked myself out for half an hour. I always told him golf were bad for him, but he doesn't listen to me. Also in our first year, Darren, Stell and Brian started a group that was called Monday Night Fight Night. Oh, look at me, yeah? Amazing. This was just because it was £1 a bottle, we got drunk and ended up in a silly situation. One night, this strange man, was in the wrong. Darren and Stell decided to chase and be the heroes. It was like the scene from Only Fools and Horses, Batman and Robin, running round the corner. I'm not saying who's Batman and who's Stell, or who's Robin Stell. You can decide that yourself. But Daz was thinner back then, so...
That's still thinner than him.
Yeah, still on. And as this man they were chasing got to the wall, this man just heroically leaps over the wall and carried on. Stell and Daz, being the heroes, ran up to the wall and went, right, you fancy going on then? Ambleside's very own crime fighting duos, where would it be without them? We also joined the university football team. Oh, during the 3 years we didn't have the best of records, but we had a brilliant time. I think they'll agree, Daz. I think our record was 1 win, everything else was a loss. Yes, it was, but we made the most. And we had a fine committee for silly and clumsy things done during the day, and it was a £5 limit. And every week, Darren didn't even listen to the claims against him. Went up, here's your £5, I'm going back. He'd have gone over it every week, it would be out of given, and I can't say some stuff because his mum's here now. This is where some of the lads gave him the nickname Eeyore. I thought that was quite fitting. What position he played, depending on how good a turnout we got. If we got a full complement, he played left back or right back. That's left back in the changing rooms or right back behind the goal. One game we played Lancaster and our coach got lost. And we ended up at the entrance of a grand old building. Not knowing where we were heading, we thought we'd send Eeyore out to go and ask for directions. So off he shot, in his shirt and tie, obviously patterned and playing and patterned. And next thing we see is Darren bursting out of these doors being chased by 3 angry men. We found out it was a Muslim girls' school at Creighton. And that's what we've gone in going, how do you get to St Martin's College? It wasn't greatly appreciated. Now, none of you will know this, but I've actually congratulated the groom already. Not in bed this morning. Darren, I said to him, well done. You will always look back on today as the happiest and best thing you've ever done. Fitting words, I thought, the end of a fantastic weekend in Magaluf at Stanley. And thank you for everybody who went on that, because I think Daz will agree with me, and we spoke about it last night. It was one of the best weekends of my life.
Round of applause. Applause to lads in this room today.
Obviously, there are many stories to be told, and if you buy more of the stag party drink later, we are more than happy to. And there's only one thing I can say about the stag do really, and that is belt buckle. I think fine, Daz, or you're the last one, you've got it down again.
Down it, down it.
As best man, I thought it would be the correct thing to give you all a chance to share some jokes and memories and stories about Darren and Samantha. So can I say that I am not responsible for what comes up in the next section of this speech. So let's see what beautiful words you all have to say after the business cards like that. Right, let's have a look. First one. Oh yeah, by the way, get your business cards out and everyone's been texting me stories about me too. Imagine my surprise when at 14 years old when I was answered the door to two police officers worried about a missing boy, Darren Grimshaw, who had been missing overnight and most of the day. Unfortunately, I was unable to help. My worrying was eased through when Darren came to visit me later that day and informed me he had run away from home to his garage. He was very proud and took me to see his campsite. He had a bed, food supplies and a TV. This plan was perfect until later that day he was found by his mum. How she found him I will never know. Lots of love, Danny Gordon. Congratulations, Edwin and Sam. Love camping, Pants and Sarah. Our nickname for Sam is Bambi. Also mention about her French flats in Morristown. Also, Beth remembers her being a clairvoyant the first time she met her at a sleepover doing palm reading. The first time Darren saw her, she fell off her chair in the millstone and landed on top of Emma. And they were stuck.
I told you she was lying there. You thought it was but it weren't.
Remember, Gazlar, 11 minutes and 7 seconds. I'll half it with you if you win. Wait. Hey, sexy. Oh, that's something else. These are all off still, these days. So, El Hajj, side party, nice comb over, embrace the ball patch. It's great to see Darren and Sam settled in their new home at the moment on Sandy Lane. What a housewarming party. Who could forget it? All the drinks and games. Apart from Daz, who passed out halfway through. Even Tez Coach's Tez was concerned for his well-being. And that's saying something. Well, I'd like to wish Darren and Sam all the best in their new home and developing their DIY skills. Only last week Darren said they'll be doing a lot of banking and screwing over the next few weeks. Sorry, Dave. That's all and Sam, though. You deserve one another, and I know you'll make a great life together. You're among people today who care about you very much and wish you all the happiness in the world. I don't know what your future holds exactly, and I know that 20 years from now, many things will have happened that we can't predict today. But whatever happens and wherever you go, I know you'll have each other's love, and you'll always have ours. We'll always be ready to help and ready to share your joys with you when they come. So with that in mind, and on behalf of everyone here, I want to make you this wish. May your love be modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. So I'd like everyone to listen to Sun and comfort and lemonade, thank you very much.
We're not doing a speech thing for that. We have got numerous speech prediction times. And we was with 20. Shut up, 17 seconds. 17 seconds. The winner is Alice Harwood, who gets 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, please can I just ask that you just leave this room for about half an hour. The DJ is going to come in and settle. Upstairs, the bar is open. There's a tea and coffee station upstairs, so help yourself. We'll be about half an hour, then we can all come back in. Thank you.